Hello and welcome to Fayfinders, a Dungeons & Dragons podcast navigating listeners into the vague and supernatural. My name is Ashley Elizabeth and I will be your dungeon master for Campaign Island. And with me is, oh no, I was like so confident I had the order correct. Oh no. Give me a sec. And I was way too confident in myself to not look at the script. And with me is, the stupendous Sam.
Hello.
The astounding Austin.
Hello.
The amazing Amentio.
Hello.
The radical Rachel.
Hello.
And last but not least, the cool Kai.
Heyo.
Now let us return to the island. Slumber party time. I mean, obviously there were other things, but like slumber party was like the highlight.
Yeah, the highlight.
It was certainly the best part.
We didn't do anything. No.
But you did some plot things, but like honestly, I feel like the slumber party was needed. But yeah, so like our gals and non-binary pals got together for a slumber party. So that was Styx, Ari, Annabelle, and Mistra. And y'all got together, you had a little girls' night, there was pistachio ice cream, very demanded.
Hell yeah, there was.
Pistachio ice cream, yeah, y'all had a good time. You, watched How to Train Your Lizard, and you also interrogated Mistra a little bit, and threatened her.
Necessary sacrifices.
Right. Yeah, it's totally not like some just girl who's gone through some trauma and now you're like, But to be fair, it is a very valid thing as a friend to say. Maybe just I don't endorse the way they did it. Yeah. And the boys had a bro time slumber party with the Prince of Frost. Y'all, like, were talking about, like, girls and stuff, and how, like, Oko is so oblivious to Annabelle, and how Fred was, like, real big dumb with, Mistra, and also just the Prince of Frost. Y'all went, like, sledding. Honestly, it was a good vibe. And after that, you all got together to kind of get down to business. You spoke with the dead bird, Sorry, I just realized my fan was still on. I'll turn that up. You spoke to the dead bird who spoke of the Raven Queen, who you know is a goddess of death. Even more incentive to go to the underworld. And then you went out and you looked for your laxatives, and it was a great time. And in this moment of Oko and Annabelle being forced to sort of go search for laxatives together. Wow, what a romance story. You two ended up kind of confessing, and you two are kind of a thing now. And yeah, that's where we left it. We've all kind of reconverged and everything. So I'm going to go over the list. We're going to keep doing this until we go through it all, or everything that you want to do. You know, if you want to take things off, that's fine. So we have Convert Morgana. This is the overworld. So Convert Morgana, deal with Nimue, talk to Thetis. Underworld is go see the ferryman. Oh, I really should have rearranged this list. Underworld, go to the underworld, go see the ferryman, and talk to Adrian Van Duren. And in the Feywild, you need to convert to Quad and get the real Fred Van Duren. So that is what we've done. You guys have done your slumber party, you talked to the dead bird, and you got the laxatives, and you talked to the Prince of Frost. So you guys did do stuff last time. You're all good. Yes. Amancio, are we good? I'm going to take that as a no. Okay. All right, so that is where we left you. So, you guys said you were going to go to the underworld today. I'm just reminding you of what your plans were last time. How would you like to proceed? The floor is yours.
We should follow the nondescript color brick road to the underworld.
Yes, I think I remember that there was a writing on a wall where we found one of the Adrian Van Doren dead bodies, and it was talking about something to do with ancient Greek, if I remember correctly. So I think that would be a very good place to start, going back to those ruins.
Mistra kind of perks up. Okay, cool, weird ruins. How do you plan on getting there?
Do we still have the map, Annabelle?
Do we still have the map?
I will say yes. I don't think you ever gave it back.
I
No,
don't
we
think I
didn't.
did. I'm kind of in the attitude of just holding on to things.
It's mine.
Yeah, it's somewhere in the bottom of my bag. Here, let me dig it out. And I will produce the map.
Right. We should go back to the ruins. Try to see if we can find the entrance.
Sounds good. Oko, do you have any extra information, or were they just kind of like, come to the underworld?
Very much like come to the underworld, and I already know where the entrance is, so yeah.
Do you know where the entrance is?
I'm assuming at the ruins.
Okay.
Well, I suppose that makes things easy.
If in doubt, well, I guess I can't cast magic on you and kind of undo you like I did to Styx by accident.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything we can really do in the underworld.
I actually, just remembered one thing. Before we go to the underworld, we do have to pay the ferryman. So we'll all need to go and get special coins. I can't go to my father. That's still a problem. So I don't know where we're going to get them. But we do need to get coins. Hold on 1 second. Let me ponder.
Can we not just, sneak into...
Never mind. I know exactly where the stash is. I can sneak through the window of my bedroom when father's supposed to be at work and when mother takes her afternoon nap.
Awesome.
Sounds like a plan.
So is that where we're going?
2 Styxes.
Just Styxes.
This is going to be so fun. Go back to the beginning of my trauma.
Yeah. You guys head back into town and you head to the Foland household. It is a weekday, so your father is not there.
Is it exactly
Yes.
2:15 in the afternoon?
Sure, it is exactly 2:15 in the
Ah,
afternoon.
perfection. So it's 2:15 in the afternoon, everyone. That means Mama has been at her nap for exactly 10 minutes because she always goes down at 2:05. So we're good. She's a very heavy sleeper. I can go in through my window and procure the bag of coins.
Are you gonna be safe doing it on your own?
Yes, father should be in his work and Mama will be asleep.
Okay. Just be careful.
I will. I'll just be sad.
Styx, I want you to roll me a stealth check.
Okay. Do I get advantage because Mama is a very heavy sleeper?
I want you to roll it straight.
Okay, no worries. Right. Oh, 19 plus 5. That is a 24.
Easy enough. You slip in through your window, making no noise. You open up the door to your bedroom to head back into sort of the main area. And though she doesn't notice you, you do actually see your mother. She's not asleep. She has her back turned to you, and she's sitting at the kitchen table, and she seems to be sorting something. She's just kind of mindlessly moving something over and over on the table.
Can I creep close enough to peek at what it is without alerting her, or is that not?
You can try. You can do a perception check.
Okay.
I'll say, like, your stealth is very good. It's just a matter of can you see it.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Would a 15 do it?
With a 15, you will notice that your mother is sorting coins. And then sorting buttons. And then she's all these little trinkets. She has a huge jar just randomly full of things. And you've seen this jar before. Normally it just holds coins. Right now it has a whole bunch of things in it. This jar normally isn't totally filled. It's just kind of like loose. This thing's totally filled with things. And it's all mixed up. And your mom is just very mindlessly sorting the jar of items. That's what she's doing.
Okay. Can I go to where I know that, or is the jar the stash? Or is there a bag stashed elsewhere?
From your perception check, I will say you notice that there's a variety of coins, but you can always check where you know the stash is normally.
Okay, I'm gonna go and check where the stash is normally.
Yeah, you slip into your parents' bedroom, no problem. You do notice that there are 3 coins, and you know that they'll need 2 each per person to get across.
Okay.
It's very loose. The whole drawer is actually quite empty, and there's it looks like someone grabbed stuff really quickly.
Okay. So I'm definitely gonna take the 3 and put them in my pocket. Can I finagle? You know what? This is where we're at today. Okay, I am going to go back out into the kitchen and go and knock on the wall by my mom, close enough to get her attention. We're gonna have this confrontation today.
You actually, when you come out, I don't know if you heard my little jingle of me rolling. When you actually come out, your mother's actually turned to face you, and her head's kind of cocked, and she's just kind of staring at you, very confused.
Oh. Hello. Hi, Mum.
Hello. Did you say Mum?
Yes. Please don't tell me you've disowned me like Father has.
I don't think I have. Have I?
Well, you tell me. He was super angry and told me he wasn't my father anymore, and he told me to leave because he didn't like my life choices, which is questionable at best. But he is displeased with me. I didn't know if you would also be very displeased with me.
Oh, that is the first thing I remember, was the yelling.
Oh. Oh, Mother. Oh, no. When you woke up again... Oh. I'm going to start to visibly panic a little bit. And I want to... Can I hug you, please, very tightly?
I think so.
Oh.
I think I'd like that.
Okay, I'm going to do that then, very tightly, and start kind of crying a little bit, and I don't know how to handle this. Mother, you've lost your memory because you died again, and then Morgana brought you back to life. And you know what? I'm going to speak with her and have her bring back your memories, because Mother, I can't bear to have you forget me when Father has disowned me.
Am I your mother?
Yes, you are.
What is your gender? What are your pronouns?
Oh, she, they. You can choose what you prefer.
And your gender, if you have one?
Gender fluid. We go she or they.
Oh. Well, I have a child. That's wonderful.
Yes, and it's wonderful that you're not angry with me, Mother.
I don't think I would be. Should I?
No, you shouldn't. I'm so happy to see you.
Well, I'm sorry I don't remember you, dear, but it's very lovely to see you.
Do you remember Father?
Yes, he did explain that we were married, though I don't remember.
Right. And you are happy with him still?
I guess so. Should I not?
No, you two were perfectly content. And loved each other and were very happy, and even though he's sometimes a little bit boring, you're perfect.
All right, that's wonderful to hear.
Mother, I wish to stay with you for always, and I wish that I didn't have to run, but Mother, do you know where the rest of these coins are? And I'm going to pull the 3 coins out of my pocket and show her what are they called? What is the currency name?
Drachma?
Drachma. I'm going to show her the drachma and say, do you know where the rest of these coins are?
Oh, I do. Give me a moment. And she's actually been sorting everything on the table. Yes, how many do you need?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
All right. And she grabs you 12.
Beautiful.
So now you have 15.
Perfect. I am going to put back 2 of them, I'm going to put back 1 of them, and then have 14 in total, just in case.
Awesome.
Mother, do you still keep grape juice boxes in the fridge?
Oh, those wonderful little juice boxes. Yes, they're in the fridge.
Oh, Mother. I'm just going to be crying a little bit and trying to control myself, and I'm going to give her one more really big hug.
And she hugs you back.
Mother, I want to come home. Can you tell Father that you want me to come home?
I can do that.
If you do want me to come home, that is.
I think I do. Should I not?
No, you should. You should want me to come home, Mother. You should. And I would love for you to tell him that you would like me to come home, and tell him that I want to come home too.
All right, I can do that. What's your name?
Styx.
Styx. All right, Styx is going to come home.
Yes. Good. I love you.
Wonderful. I love you too.
And I will be back, but I have to go now to run an errand, but I will be back.
All right. Take care.
You too. Enjoy your Jeopardy and your nap.
Jeopardy?
Yes.
All right. Bye.
Bye, Mum.
And she goes back to sorting.
I'm gonna walk out the front door and close it very gently and quietly behind me and wipe away the tears before I walk back to the group. I got the coins. Yes, I did. There's 12 and plus 2, so we have extras just in case. Ready to
Everything
go.
okay?
Yes.
You sure you're good?
Absolutely. I'm gonna have a big smile on my face that looks a little bit forced.
It was smart thinking with the coins. It means we'll be prepared for anything.
Yes, we will go see Grandpapa, and family is so important, guys. Family is so important, whether it's chosen or birth or anything. We just need to love each other very deeply and strongly and take care of each other and make sure you tell your loved ones that you care about them. Yes, okay, let's go.
So, are we heading to that ruins?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you bringing Mister along? Like, is Mister just like you're assuming she's just tugging along?
I got coins for her just in case she was choosing to.
Yeah, if
Okay.
if she wants to,
Yeah,
we're,
she's part
we'll
of the
give her the
gang.
I'm not
option.
opposed.
Uh-huh.
yeah, sure you are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's standing over by the girls and non-binary pals right now. She's like,
Mister, would you like to come with us? See the
I guess
underworld?
I can. Do you want me to? I'm like, we're technically like linked, so.
I got coins for you.
You know what? Why the hell not?
I'd certainly
Alright.
feel a little safer. But anyways, moving on.
So we head to the ruins, and we trek through the forest, and you have... God, every time you go out, you bring a big, scary, magical person, and there's no need for me to ever do luck rolls anymore, because what would happen?
Cheat
Is
the
that,
system.
is
We
that
can always
our
fight a
fault,
dragon.
though? Is that our fault?
Don't give her
Don't
ideas.
don't give her ideas, Amancio.
I honestly thought you guys were going to be like, no, screw you! And now you're like, let's go, bestie!
We
Yeah.
adopt. We're the
We have a
found
warm
family
up
crew.
period.
Yeah, so you head to the ruins, and you go back to that same wall.
Yes.
And there's the sigil there that you saw last time. That you know to be, like, kind of like a signature.
So, just, like, throw the coin at it? It's like, yeah.
No. We don't throw the coins. We must pass them to the ferryman. I know that for sure.
So then how do we get past the wall?
Yeah, I don't know that part.
Ferryman! Knock, knock, open up. We're here.
Would you like to do an investigation check?
Hello,
I think Austin
open
is
up.
describing his method of investigation right now, Ashley, so I think
Exactly,
you get to decide how effective
exactly.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just kind of yelling out.
Awesome.
Is that okay?
Can I,
Is
I'll
anyone
start
else gonna
checking the
investigate?
wall.
push on the wall?
Yeah, sure. Can I put a coin close to the signature?
Sure.
Okay, I'd like to do that.
You put a coin close to the signature.
Like touch the wall.
You like touch, like an ET touch.
Yeah, like put the coin like
Like a boop.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
okay. Guys, I
I'd-
tried.
I'd like to
Like,
go up and down the wall looking for any like buttons or weird carvings.
Yeah, roll me an investigation check.
Okay. 11.
An 11. You know what? I think I'll give you this. You notice that the writing on this wall, the more you look at it, it's a little weird. Doesn't seem right. Something in your gut is telling you there's something not right about it, but you don't know what.
Something is off with this writing because I can't read it. I have no idea what it is, but they have seriously bad penmanship.
Well, yeah, obviously something's wrong with it if you can't read it. Here, let me try something. I walk up to the symbol in the middle of the wall, and I fall to my knees, and I say, I'm dying. My spirit, leaving my body, needs to pass to the afterlife.
Fred, I know all fun and jokes, but I don't know if that's, like, something you want to do.
Send...
You see a ghost hand come out of the wall and grab her. No.
I wouldn't even be surprised if that did happen.
Okay, but please.
Can I flip through my journal of, my transcribed journal and see if it says anything?
Roll me a history check.
Oh, frig. 1 second.
Sorry if I yawn. I'm not bored of you guys. I'm tired.
Fair enough. I'm sorry I sneezed.
How's it 21?
I didn't hear. Yo. Okay. Oh my god, a 21. Okay, I'll give you this. You start flipping through your pages, and you go to the pages that have the same sort of like signature sigil on it.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice that quite often, there's kind of like a step-by-step tutorial on how to draw the sigil. Like, as you're flipping through, you're like, oh, well, sometimes it's just like a circle. And then it's like a circle and like these like little grooves in it. And then you kind of notice it, like, it grows as it goes, and then it completes.
Can I do a memory check of myself in real life? Because I think that it said that it was Zeus's symbol on the wall, right? Like, when we first came here, you said that? No?
There's a different sigil.
Okay.
There is a, what we kind of said was like almost like a signature. And it's the same thing that was in Oko's book.
Right.
Does this symbol line up with the one on the wall?
It's the exact same one.
Okay. There's no parts missing?
No, it may be like, maybe it's not like exactly the same size. Like, the sizing isn't the exact same throughout the book anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But it is the same symbol that, on a couple pages you notice throughout the book is being like drawn.
Can I do a history check to see if I would know how to get to the underworld, because it's like my grandfather?
We determined that you've never been there before and
Right.
you don't know how to get there.
Right.
Can I draw the symbol on the ground?
You absolutely can.
And I'll pick up a stick and start drawing.
And you have that tutorial. And as soon as you draw that symbol on the ground, it glows. And the ground beneath you begins to dip. And then it dips a little more. And these stairs start to form down into the earth. And you see this blue glow coming from below as these stairs start to twist down into a spiral made of all the different, sediment layers. It kind of starts off as... Let me just flex my sediment skills. It starts off as like a loam, so like sand, silt, and clay.
And then you get to igneous rock.
We're talking about sediments, Austin. We're not talking about rocks. But you do find rocks in there, and they are sedimentary.
Awesome. Yo, I found it. Let's go.
Oh, before we do, I'm going to distribute you guys the coins. So I'm going to give each of them 2. Only give 1 when we first go, and the other one is to come back. Don't overpay.
You need to give him 2 to get in.
To get in. I thought it was 1 to get in, 1 to get out.
Nope, it's 2 to get in.
Oh shit! Sorry. Oh poop! I under acquired.
You can swear.
Is it 2 to get out?
Oh shit! I under charged mama.
No one gets out.
There's not really
like,
a standard fare for leaving the underworld.
There is no return trip.
Okay, well,
Right.
I say, risk it for the biscuit.
All right, here's your 2 coins, everyone. We're going to see Grandpapa.
I'm snatching the coins and I am racing down the stairs.
I'll be close behind.
I'll be next.
Can you
I
keep
will
up?
also be next. Yeah, we're going.
So we all descend into the not so darkness because there's a blue glow.
To madness.
So we descend and we descend and you keep going further and it gets warmer and it gets warmer and warmer as you go. And you're probably, I feel like you guys would start to shed layers as you went down. Like,
If it's getting warmer, hell yeah.
yeah, like Ari, I feel like you're the first one
Yeah.
to take off your jacket because that thing is leather.
Yeah, definitely.
And like, I don't know, maybe you're like people are like rolling up their jeans or something like that.
I zip off my cargo
I don't
pants
know.
into shorts.
You have
Yeah,
those?
of
Please tell
course,
me
of
you have
course.
those ones. Oh my god, that's just... I have those too.
Lovely.
Am I just dying?
Well, you have a thing, like, animals do have that, like, undercoat to help regulate.
Yeah,
Heat and
it
stuff,
could
right?
still be.
It's still hot.
Yeah, it's still hot.
Maybe you have, like, I know you wear a sweater, so maybe you have, like, an undershirt underneath, and you're like, rip that off.
I'm just gonna be like dying, tongue sticking out, just like.
I think I'm okay.
Water.
It's like, even for you, Sticks, because it's the daytime.
Oh, yeah, you guys, we should have come at night. I would have just been naked as a skeleton. There's no anything there.
Thank you for that horrifying imagery.
Yeah, thank you.
So we descend, and eventually it turns into a bit of a hallway, and in the distance you can hear the sloshing of water back and forth and back and forth. And you keep going down this hallway, and eventually you see a bit of a stretch of water and someone at the edge of it with a boat.
Hi, Grandpapa. I've returned. Not dead this time.
Oh, Sticks. Oh, good to see. How are your parents?
Grandpapa family drama is always a thing. You should come visit more and we'll catch you up. But, lovely.
That sounds wonderful. Are these your friends?
Yes, this is actually my partner, Ari. And then this is Annabelle, Mistra, and Fred. And this is Oko, and he has so much to say to you.
Oh, Oko. Oko.
Yes, Grandpapa, you told me about Oko when I died.
I did, didn't I?
Yes.
That's why the name is familiar. Sorry, so many people.
I'm just gonna go like stiff as a board and be like, "Hello." I was
Hello.
summoned here.
Mm-hmm.
We were.
You were summoned by who?
All of them?
Psst, your piece of paper.
Oh, right. Here. Here.
Oh. God, sorry. Like I said, so many names. I was joking the first time. I really didn't remember you. This is now ringing a bell. That's the Oko. I should have kept that in memory. All right. Welp, your fare is paid. But if the rest of you want to go down, that's another question. Is that Mistra?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
All right.
just hanging out, you know.
Yeah, the god that's supposed to be dead. That's fine. Okay. Not my business. It's really not. Yep. I just
She wanted to come
kind of
down
sticks out his hand.
to like tour the underworld. You know, if she's supposed to be dead. may as well take a look at it before you
Right.
that way you know what you're getting yourself into, right?
Again, none of my business. I'm not gonna.
Above his
listen.
pay grade.
This is not my business, Fred. You say Fred?
Yes.
Okay, right. Just double. I was making sure I got the name right. And then Arabelle
Annabelle.
and right Arabelle. And I don't think your name is Fred.
No, Grandpapa, my partner is Ari. You talked to Fred already.
Right. Okay, sorry. Go. He just kind of sticks out his hand. Right, payment right here. Just it's fine.
Grandpapa, do I get a family discount?
I do technically need the 2 coins.
Oh, that's okay. Here you go.
I can give you more on your way back. How the rest of you are getting back is another question. You'll have to deal with that once you're down there. But
Grandpapa, am I freely allowed to travel the underworld? Did you just say that I get to go back, no problem?
it's a family. That's your family discount.
Oh, I
You
see.
have to
Yeah,
come back.
I got you, Grandpapa. I'm going to give you a hug.
Oh, it's so good to see you. What are you doing? Are you training to be a ferryman too?
Oh, yes, actually, I'm getting into the family business.
Oh. I guess everyone's doing it. All right.
Yes.
Well, I'll give you more coins on your way out, okay?
Oh, it sounds good,
um,
Grandpapa.
Okay. Just get your friends sorted while you're down there.
Oh, for sure.
Coins, please.
Yep. I'm gonna hand over my coins.
So good, Fred. Next.
I hand mine over.
So good.
Hey,
just said
Fred. Isn't your
Yeah?
dad down here?
Huh?
Whack him upside the head.
Which Fred?
What?
You, Fred, just give you like a pat, like, hey.
Oh, I see. I mean, maybe, probably. My mom keeps. Well, I guess my not mom, but my. She keeps putting his soul in new bodies. So
Interesting.
maybe it's down here. Is there an Adrian Van Duren? Do you know anything?
An Aragorn?
Yeah, and Aragorn, the
An Aragorn.
the rightful king.
The rightful king.
At this point, I'm gonna turn and look at Oko and say, if I die at some point in this process, please don't put me in a new body.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Cool.
All right. Well, I have I have 2 Fred coins
I'll give my payment.
and an. I have a Barbarella. And then Sticks.
Oh, yes, Grandpapa. Here you go.
Thank you. And you're free to go, Oko.
Thank you.
And you all get into the boat. The ferryman also steps in and starts to push along. He's kind of at the back, pushing with this big old paddle stick in the back, like a little trip to Venice. And you guys start to descend, and eventually the water beneath you turns to lava. Hot lava. It is warm. The temperature is still as warm as it was when you got off the dock, but there's kind of a visual aid now. And you start to descend and you head down, and as you begin, you start to head down this very long, steep river, and you kind of get a look at all of hell as you are going. And for our Fayfinders audience, this is a very familiar scene.
I love the callback.
What, do you think I changed it? No. You think I changed it? I love my real estate hell.
I love
okay?
your real estate
I
hell
love
too.
my.
Are we in Tartarus?
You are descending. First, you see the first level of hell. Off in the distance, you see the mountain that Satan kicks people off a cliff because he's not creative. There, you see the well heading into another underworldly area. You see the Duat River. You see, hell, Helheim, which is frozen over. You see a grate in the ground where steam is plowing out of. And this sort of is where this river is heading. And there's various other things. There's like this one with a bunch of rings in it, and various areas. But you get a clear view of the first level of hell.
Can I please ask, is the lock still messed up from another adventure that others have potentially gone on?
I don't know. We're gonna find out when we get there, aren't we?
I'm just gonna be.
There's marks on it.
I'm just gonna be scribbling down notes about everything I'm seeing.
Awesome. I will give you clear notes after the session. How about that?
Yeah. Thank you.
Of course. And we descend into the darkness. Not the darkness. It's very bright. Yeah. You actually see floating around that there are kind of some freeloaders. This ship of people, and they're like, woo, partying, pass by, and you see the ferryman's like, ugh, these people were not good enough to get into any heaven, but also were not good enough to get into any hell, and they do their own thing.
What does the boat look like?
None of your goddamn business. And you head into hell, and you head over to this grate, and your grandpapa gets off, and he heads off over to this little plot of land that this giant grate is on, and the river does sort of lead in, but it is locked. And you notice he just kind of whips it right open, like nothing, like it was never any heavy. And you do see a messed up lock. I'll say that the lock is messed up, just for your enjoyment.
That pleases me so greatly.
And he sort of turns to all of you. Okay, so you're going to meet with Tartarus. He's going to assemble everyone else. He'll make sure you don't, meet any, bad people down there. He'll just take care of you.
Am I gonna die? Am I gonna die?
Above my pay grade.
Nice.
I'm sure you're gonna be okay. We'll make sure you're okay.
Thanks. Hopefully.
Cool. And he heads back in the boat, and you head down, and he closes the grate. Again, this thing looks like it should be heavy, and this guy's just he takes his scythe and just pulls it down, no issue. And you head down, and you sort of see, and you go down, and it's like a waterfall. It's like a slip and slide. It's not a slip and slide, but it's like a water slide. And you're like, woo, all these different turns. And
is there anything for me to fist bump or high five?
Not down here. Not down here. That's in the doo-wop.
Okay, I need Ari to high five me really quick.
Okay.
Ari, high five me.
Oh, sure. And
I'm having this meta game experience in my brain.
I love it so much. I'm sorry.
But yeah, you guys head down. And eventually you kind of come into this area, and you see this large, dark, black figure with a sort of bronze Spartan helmet on, and in the eyes, where the eyes should be, are these two glowing red eyes. And Oko, this is a figure you have seen before in your dreams. Sitting amongst many others. And you get off, and the ferryman's like, all right, let me know when you want me to bring them up, or you can deal with it on your own. Have a good trip, Sticks. We'll see you later.
Bye, Grandpapa. Love you.
Oh, love you too, kiddo. Okay, bye. And he kind of rolls away or floats away. Hi there. Sorry. My name is Tartarus. I am one of the godly victors of death. Not victor. I am a god of death. Amongst many other great gods of death, you are hereby welcome to my domain, which is also me. So please don't kick the ground, because I do feel it.
What if we tickle the ground?
I will make you stay here.
I will bow my head and say thank you for welcoming us.
Oko, oh, we're hearing so much about you.
Is that good or bad?
Not entirely sure. I think it's good. We're hoping it's good. The ravens have not been very good at relaying information.
Yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot of ravens. I've actually only seen one raven.
Oh, they've been watching you. Don't worry. It's fine. They've been there.
So I'm not really sure why I'm here or why we're here.
Well, you have the book, right? This is your Oko Snowpop, right?
Yes, I have the book. It's right here, and I'll pull it out.
Oh, great. No, this is really great. This is great. Cool. Right. Awesome. Sorry, brain went a little fuzzy. Yeah. That's great. So you are our champion that we put out that book a very long time ago. Someone else got it and like was reading it, and then they like disappeared, and then another person got their hands on it and they disappeared, and then another person and they disappeared. Now you have it.
Sir, can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Respectfully, are all gods and superior beings so stupid that they just put things out into the universe and go, someone will find it and then we'll work with them?
Well, I mean, honestly, that's a fair question. Unfortunately, Ramona Van Doren has eyes and ears everywhere where you live. And this was kind of our best hope.
You know what? That actually feels very valid compared to all of the other answers I've gotten when asking that question. You are the first person to acceptably answer my question.
That's so fucking funny. Awesome. Right, yeah. So the other gods are on their way. We are, yeah, we're trying to move things quickly so we can meet with you and sort of hopefully explain the situation better. Again, eyes and ears everywhere. I was only really expecting Oko. I'm Tartar. I said I was Tartarus. Yeah, I'm Tartarus. And you are Annabelle. You are Ari. You are Styx. And you are well, I mean, you kind of have. What do you prefer, kid?
You can call me whatever you want, Tartar Sauce.
Is he normally like this?
Yes.
You know, you're not the first person to say that to me. I hope you
No,
understand
I
that.
figured I wasn't, but
Yeah. Yeah, the joke gets old, kid.
I know. That's why I made it.
So anyways,
All right.
yeah.
Yeah. So Oko and Scooby-Doo here. So let's keep going. Walk with me. And so he kind of takes you off to this big old chamber. A very familiar chamber. Oko, you see all of these giant thrones. This circular room that you have been in before in your dreams. And in the center, there's a chair. And you see Tartarus is like, I gotta grab some chairs for the back for your friends. I'm just realizing that's Mistra.
Just don't worry. She's with me. She's with us. It's okay.
Okay.
Let's continue.
Okay. Alright, whatever. And he comes back with, like, 5 foldable chairs.
Are they, like, lawn chairs?
They're like the, like the white IKEA ones.
Oh. Are they just, like, the plastic ones that easily break?
Yes. One of them is wobbly, and Tartarus makes sure Fred is the one sitting on it. And Tartarus sits down in his throne, and you kind of see him, like, patting his legs. Just like, yeah. And as he's kind of trying to talk, like, all of a sudden these doors enter, and all of these other figures start to enter, and Tartarus stands up. He's like, the other representatives of death and afterlife, all the gods, we here seek you, champion, and here to give you our request. Here, please behold, we have Hades, Lord of the Underworld, coming to you from our celestial realm. We here also have the Raven Queen, coming from the Shadowfell, from her grand palace. Here we have Hela returning from her portion in the first level of hell, known as Helheim. And here we have Apush, also from the first level of hell, in Tartarus, we talked, you don't need to do the big thing. Right, here we have, Osiris from Tartarus, just sit down. Hi, I'm Osiris. We don't need the big thing. And they all sort of sit down and they look at you, Oko.
I'll just, get down on one knee and bow.
This one has much respect, I see. And this is coming from, the woman, who has a long raven's mask over her face and a blue cloak overwards with a gray sort of slash pattern through it. My name is the Raven Queen, as said. Right, Oko Snowpaw. We have been monitoring you through my raven's eye, and we wish to understand your situation first before proceeding. Is that understandable?
Yes.
Right, so, Osiris, if you'd like to take it away. Yes, right, so, I am Osiris. I run the Duat, Egyptian, blah, blah, blah. So we've been sort of monitoring everything you've been doing. Concerned at the beginning, for sure. We're very on board with what was going on. We later discovered you weren't. That's a great thing. You've been progressing quite nicely through the book, understanding it, getting your friends involved. We were quite worried about that. But, I mean, you got Styx, who is sort of family related to someone we know, so we're going to put that aside. You do have your friends here now, a little sketched out. We just need to understand, really, Oko, what are you willing to do to stop Ramona Van Doren?
One more time?
What are you willing to do to stop Ramona Van Doren?
Ogre's just gonna take a second and look up and say anything it ever takes.
And you sort of see a push. And as you say that, he kind of wiggles his fingers. It seems to be a somatic movement. and this sort of haze of orangey glimmer goes through the air as you say that. And the words come out into written, and they carry, and they move around the world. Or not the world, but the room. These are your words, and you tell no lie.
Yes?
Is that correct?
Yes.
Apush pulls them back into his hand. We will be keeping these words. They are invaluable to us. Right. We have selected you to be our champion. We want you, on our behalf, to stop Ramona Van Duren as our champion. Ramona Van Duren has been, for many, many years, destroying the balance of life and death. She is reckless and disturbing in what she does. And eventually, when the soul she tormented to live forever came to us, we locked it away. We know she wants to stop death when she remakes the world. That is not acceptable. Everything comes to an end. What do you think of this? What do your friends? I mean, obviously they are your trusted confidants.
Sorry, you have Adrian Van Duren's soul locked away here?
He is kept safe.
I mean, yeah, it's safe from Ramona, but I don't know. Is there any chance I could see him?
Why?
I haven't been able to speak to him in years.
They kind of start looking around the room to each other. And you sort of see Hades speaks up. We keep track of lineage here. You have no connection. We understand certain parts of your backstory, but this is not a direct lineage. Why should we let you?
I mean, I guess if I could tell him what Ramona is planning on doing, he could pass along a message through me that might be able to convince her not to. I don't know. I never really had the chance to have a proper conversation with him.
You kind of see, like, Tartarus immediately, like does this little, like, oh, and sees, like, no one else is, like, moved and, like, holds it together. You know, I really do feel like this is a good sentiment. I think what everyone else is concerned about is letting him go. We can talk further. What we want to know is what is the monster of beginning and many others and great title. What does Ramona Van Duren want?
Well, right now she's interested in child slave labor and making us end the world. I'm never letting it go.
But what are her demands?
She has no demands. Her goal is to completely reshape a plane, whatever plane of her choosing.
She has two demands.
Hold on, let me fact check. What
She had two
what
requests.
session would that have been in? Let me just.
I can just tell you if you want.
Oh, that would be lovely.
She wants Adrian Van Duren back, and she wants her son back.
Well, she wants Adrian back, and she also wants her child, her biological child, back from the Queen of Air and Darkness.
It goes silent in this room. Very tense. This is a very tense situation. You are in a room with a ton of gods. And they sort of sit there and they look at each other. And the Raven Queen speaks up. And she looks at you, Fred. We must vote on this. I don't like it. But I could come up with terms. The others could as well. She sort of looks around.
Are you seriously planning on negotiating with her? Do you really think she's going to hold up her end of the bargain?
Young man, we are negotiating with you.
Hold
She
on.
looks to the others.
If you're negotiating with us, that means we get terms in this deal too. That means we need to negotiate.
All right. Well, we need to ensure Adrian Van Duren's soul is not compromised. We need to make sure that at any moment we can take him back. That is a big part. So what are your terms?
Well, technically I'd have to confer with the rest of my party, but I'd say I kind of want to know, where's Ramona going to end up when she comes down here?
Ramona Van Duren. She'll come to the Greek. She'll be locked in Tartarus. With the Titans. She is of Greek origin.
I mean, it answered my question.
So what are your terms? You did not answer mine.
I'm looking at everyone else, specifically Oko.
Well,
I don't see what our terms would actually be.
perhaps some help defeating her would be lovely. I mean, godly powers versus one Ramona.
Osiris speaks up. I am already prepared to give what I have.
Yeah, if we're going to war. If we go down, then we go down together.
We ourselves would not be able to come in person. Unfortunately, if we neglect the dead in a time where someone could possibly let them free, that is an issue for us. But I myself, I know the others will need their strength. I only judge. I only judge where my followers go. They either go to the celestial realm and walk through fields of reeds with my fellow gods, or they cease to exist. I have time to step away. I have time to give Oko what he needs. The others don't.
Do they have, like, soldiers or persons that could leave to assist us? Or perhaps other celestials that don't have as big of a schedule and duties to fulfill on a daily? Perhaps we could have a negotiation of adding more gods to our cause.
Apush starts to laugh and laugh. Oh, kid, if it were that simple. I've been down here for a long time. I got the short end of the straw. I had to watch over the dead, and I make the best of it. But the other gods aren't interested in preserving life and death, and in their words, blah, blah, blah. We are what you have.
Is there a way to capture a soul?
Potentially, I could whip up a spell, I think. I gotta work on it. I can give you something that can kill something immediately.
Well, what would be better? To rid Ramona of the material plane, or to bring her down here before all of you?
Ramona won't, she won't, this spell works on mortals, works on common people. For a god, it just stuns them. We've used this in the past to destabilize some gods. It would do the same thing with Ramona. Easier to capture. But it could be useful in capturing.
Perhaps we could put her in a pickle jar.
A box would be her hell.
So if we were to bring Ramona to you, instead of just killing her, what benefit does that pose to you?
We could try. I myself have dealt with similar things with gods, or strong beings of the universe. We could work on it together, he says, looking at the other gods. But we need her down here. And you need to be quick.
How long does this stunning last? Because perhaps we could do it and then... Or we could, get her to come to the ruins where we entered and then bring her here really fast.
Well, the thing is, and Hella, who's kind of been sitting there the whole time, very quietly watching, interjects, and she interrupts the Raven Queen. Ramona Van Duren is quite the show stopper. She has also started a prophecy, as we've all seemed to have forgotten here, that cannot be stopped. We have to do what she wants before we can rid of her. So, you need to give her what she wants. And once you do, you can take her down. Is everyone forgetting that? She sits and she crosses her arms, and you watch this woman. She has vitiligo, but it's straight down her face almost, just spattering back and forth of black and white skin, and her hair is also split down the middle, opposite sides.
Is that Melanoe?
No, it's vitiligo.
Oh.
Melanonin would be, no, melanonin's the stuff in your skin.
No, melanin, but no, Melanoe is also a god of the underworld.
No, it's Hella.
No, but in Greece. Sorry, I'm getting confused. But that's okay.
No, Hella has the split skin. She has both white and black skin.
Gotcha.
I don't mean to be rude, but we have reason to believe that the prophecy does not revolve around Ramona, and that we do not need to give Ramona what she wishes.
You have to give the council members what they want, so the prophecy to end the world can start, and that is not something we can
Well,
end.
who's to say they aren't the ones to be brought along, and that we are the ones to reshape the plane?
That's not what I was talking about, but that's not a bad thing. I'm talking about how the council members, they have to get what they want. They have to get what they agreed to when they all join together. And then they'll get to reshape the world. But you pointed out something that I don't think the rest of us have. Why do they get to reshape the world? Huh. Is that anything anyone thought about, huh? And kind of see, like Tartarus is, like, the most expressive one here, despite not having, like, a face. And it's just like... Alright. Give her what she wants. I don't know about that one. And no, I think Hella's right. Give her Adrian. It has to start so we can end her. And they can do what they want. Well, how do we know that they... I don't know about this one, alright? What, you're going to leave the world to a bunch of teenagers?
Yeah, well, you've left the rest to us, pretty much. We've been doing everything. We've been brought along into this prophecy, and then I was chosen by you and had to carry out this mission. We were the ones chosen and have been doing everything.
Hey, we didn't explicitly pick you, kid.
Yeah, well, I'm
There
here,
were many
aren't
others.
I? Who else is here? We are.
What do you want to do with the world?
Well, if the prophecy demands that the world must be reshaped, then we reshape it for the better.
And what is better for you?
What is better for everyone would to stop the inhumane treatment of the races that exist, of the shunning of ones deemed monstrous.
I'm not opposed. Is there anything else? Or are you gonna leave it? Is there anything else you want to do? And Apush starts to move his fingers once again as you prepare to answer this.
There is still some time before that moment comes, and knowledge is very important and can change things, even the smallest of details. For now, we've agreed that we reshape it for the better. But if anything else comes up, we will take it into consideration. I do not want my word right now to be binding law, as I have no say if it will be truth or a lie.
Kind of drops the spell as you sort of recognize that. All right. Well, now that we have that under control, Oko, would you like to meet your parents?
Why are you offering me this?
Oh, well, they've been kind of waiting for you to, maybe they can explain, maybe your dad can, like, explain it, like, more, but, like, why wouldn't we?
Well, seeing as you denied Fred access from seeing Adrian, as well as, yes, I may be a chosen one, but what do my parents have to do with the involvement of all of this?
They don't. Well, in a way they did. Your father was one of the previous champions that we had. That's where he learned. And was one of the people Ramona found.
Unfortunately, we heard.
We don't... They're not in hell. By the way, I should preface this. They are not in hell. They are Hades. Hades sort of speaks. They're fine. They're like with me. They're fine. I grabbed him pretty quick. They didn't go through the same process. In fact, your mother is still like technically alive. But we've kept them safe.
Then yes. I'd like to see him.
And Hades stands up. And he gestures for you to follow him.
I will stand up as well and look behind me and just kind of like give like an awkward wave, like I think I'll be back.
And you follow Hades. And he brings you into another room. And this sort of gauntly man with long dark hair, scraggly long beard, quite tan skin, sort of takes this fork staff that he has and sort of draws into the ground, and a gateway appears in front of you, and you step through. And you seem to be in a palace. You assume his palace. It has sort of the same Greek architecture from the ruins. You knowing this is a Greek god, it's making sense. But the brick in here is this dark red. And he starts to walk, and he looks behind and goes forward, kind of giving you this, come on. And you follow him, and you go through the corridors, and you enter this sort of meeting room. And you enter in there, and you see your father, you see through your father. You can see him, it's just, he's translucent. And he's missing a claw. And you see your mother, who's not translucent, but does have a gash across her face, and her eyes are blank. And you enter.
Mom? Dad?
Is that... Oh, dear, is that him? Yeah. Hey, hi, and sort of, your father kind of like wraps his arm around your mother, and sort of like very slowly starts to like walk towards you, and you can see your dad's also like trying to take care of your mom.
Mm-hmm. I'm not dead. I'm still alive. I'm not dead.
I can see, kiddo. Oh my gosh, you're here. They told us you'd be here. I was really hoping you were dead. Honey, he's not dead. That's really good. Oh, sweet baby. You sound like your father. Your voice, it's so deep.
Yeah. Looks like I got your job, huh, Dad?
I guess so. I guess you found the little spot, eh?
Yep. On that night.
Oh. Wow. And he gets closer, and your mom reaches out, and she like grabs your arm, and she kind of wanders up to your face, and her paws grab your face, and she just starts feeling everything.
Yeah.
And she just starts to cry.
And be crying as well.
And you all reach in for a really nice embrace.
Yay! Happiness.
Hades sort of, sorry to keep your mother away, Oko, but as you can tell in her state, I didn't feel it was right to leave her. A right to leave her
Yeah.
with Ramona knowing.
Yeah. No, thank you. I would not want her being in that town either.
I'm so sorry. I should have been there.
It's okay. It's okay. Samuel took
it's
good care of
not.
me.
Samuel?
Yeah.
Oh, such a lovely man.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's been very good to me.
you know, I met... That's good. That's good. He used to take care of me when I was younger. He didn't... Did he give you the ants on the log?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so much.
It's too many times. It's all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's been good. I got friends, and we're saving the world. Hopefully.
That's so wonderful. You're so wonderful. You're doing a great job, sweetie.
Thank you. I'd just like to ask one thing right now. Dad, what is going on?
Did they not explain
Well, they
it?
explained, but I'd like to also hear from you, as apparently the title I have now once used to be yours, and this journal used to be yours, and you knew about Ramona. So, you know, just a little bit of, like, what I should expect with this job? What happened? Yeah, you know.
Yeah. So just like you, I was reading it. I didn't really know what was going on. I just kind of thought it was cool, and I learned all the martial arts, and, you know, I started picking it up as a business. But then I started understanding more of what was going on. And the more I read the book, the more you understand it in its full context. And, son, it was explained to me more of what my role was going to be once I got here, and I'm sure they've explained that to you.
Yeah.
But I grew suspicious of Ramona. She fit the book. That book, and points to the one in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
She started fitting into what it was saying about a great evil and all these different things, and I started to look into her, and she started to take notice. And I hadn't fully understood it, but I knew she was coming after your mother. I grabbed her from work. I tried to take her, we were just going past the line in the forest, just to get out of, you know, her domain, if you like, if you will. She followed us there, and that's when I realized I was right. And she grew into this horrible monster. I hope you never have to see it. But
unfortunately, I feel like I will.
Oh, God. She sucked the soul right out of me. And she hurt your mother. And then it was gone. And then we were here, and more was explained, but that's what happened to me.
I see. I'll get revenge.
Revenge?
Justice. She deserves to pay for her crimes.
Sweetheart. And your mom kind of grabs you. She feels down and grabs your hands. Don't ever use that word again. Revenge. Vengeance. I didn't teach you those. We can get justice. Justice is always deserved. But, Oko, we should never hate. We should do what's right. But don't let her and what she's done eat at you. Take a breath. Take a breath with me. And she holds your hands. Breathe in. And out. And we let go. We let go. And we do what's right. Do you understand me?
I understand.
Good. We act with our words and not our fists. She kind of grabs where she knows your father is and kind of gives him a little squish.
You're right.
All right. You're gonna do great things.
Thank you.
I got a word from the council that they've prepared what you've asked for.
Okay. I guess it's time to go then.
Well, you know how to get here. I'm not going to deny you your parents, but... Well, you know how to get to the underworld. Here. And he gives you a couple drachma. Very similar to what you had before. He gives you like a good handful of them, actually. And he says, find a rainbow. Flip a coin in. I hope this is not stealing from Percy Jackson. I think it is, but we're going to still use it because we don't get paid to do this podcast. So you got to flip it in.
Mm-hmm.
And you can contact me and we'll get another meetup together.
Okay. I'll turn to my parents and give them one last hug. And I'll say goodbye. I'll see you soon.
And you start to walk back. And back in the chambers with all the other gods, as we have this cute touching moment, I feel like they start discussing, they're like, okay, if we give you Adrian Van Duren, there's some rules, okay? There are some rules. Do we understand, children?
Yeah, don't feed him after midnight. Don't let him get near water. What were the other ones?
No, it's... Adrian Van Duren is going to wear this bracelet the whole time. Do we understand? The whole time. Because that means we can recall him at any moment.
Okay, but like in the shower as well?
The whole time.
I'm just saying, like, can it get wet?
It is waterproof.
Okay,
I made it
cool.
waterproof. Do you think I'm a fool? Do you think I didn't think about
I
bathing?
mean, you're a god. I don't know if you do it.
What do you... I enjoy a good shower. Okay, whatever. You two. 4. You other... There's more in here that my brain is not accounting for. You other 4 people, do we understand?
Crystal clear.
Just kind of some nods in the back. And Oko, as you enter, the other gods are like, all right. And from the ground in a mist comes Adrian Van Duren. And locked onto his wrist is this brace with all sorts of sigils all over it. It's leather and has this sort of detailing along it. There are some feathers sticking out of it, some corn husk. There's sort of it's detailed. It's got all these little elements of all these different gods. And there stands Adrian Van Duren. And he looks right at you, Fred. And he smiles. And he turns to Oko. We have a lot to do. And that's where we're going to end the episode.